Well, we've got Jon Gower here coming. I am in California. He is in Nashville, Tennessee.
Howdy from Nashville.
And everybody just saw two really good music videos. John's was the second one, Near Dark Radio. And what really impressed me here was John had a film at the Sherman Oaks Film Festival last year that was straight up hilarious. And I got to know him as a musician online. I got to watch a lot of your great music and live performances. And so when you sent over a music video, and I watch it, and I'm like, wow, that's it's visually stunning. It's thematically impressive. And so I send you an idiotic Facebook message. Who directed this for you? And you said you did.
I did indeed.
Which means I assume it's your baby from start to finish. You storyboarded, you came up with the concepts, you searched out some archival footage, all kinds of things.
Yeah, all of that. I actually didn't storyboard it. I winged it this time, but yeah, it was. I wrote the song probably 2.5 years ago, but don't quote me on that. And as I was writing it, as I was sort of planning the production of it as just a piece of music, the video was already coming to me at that point. So
and you were envisioning old-timey
atomic era, Cold War era.
Yeah, early Cold War when it was way more fun.
When it was a little hotter than it was in the 80s.
It was really, yeah, it really might have happened then. By the 80s, everyone knew it was a joke.
Yeah.
But we can't slip into politics. Well, so how long did it take you? Because it's really beautiful. And by the way, I also wanted to point out that I kind of admire the humility of it too, that for a music video by a solo artist, you covered your face mostly, and
I mean, that was purely an aesthetic choice to have the what are they called, welder's goggles, to protect my eyes from the atomic blasts on the screen. But it took, so the video itself, all of the performance footage that you see of musicians performing their instruments is actually in the studio when we recorded it. I try to do that as much as I can with my music videos so that people aren't seeing, usually you see a band that's in a cool looking room and there's a track playing and they're pretending to play along with it. And I try to get, whenever I record musicians in the studio, I try to get footage of them doing that so that when you see the music video, you're actually seeing the performance itself.
Right. So you're doing a video take at the same time they're doing their take for the song.
Yes.
Wow, that's for you. I think that's called foresight.
Yeah, I guess so.
And it's actually very cool. That's interesting because you obviously put a little effort, I would guess, into lighting those shots nicely too, because that didn't look like, just a grungy studio somewhere. You lit it nicely.
No. We turned all the lights off and set up, a little key light, a little dramatic lighting for them, and
brought a better camera than a smartphone, obviously.
Brought a better camera, yeah.
That's cool. And at that point, you were just doing it for a possible future video, but it wasn't.
Yeah, well, by that point, I had the idea for the atomic era, Cold War era thing. And dystopia was the word that I was trying to use earlier. And I can't think of. And so I got that footage so that I would have the actual performance footage in case I needed it. I hypothetically could have done the video without any performance footage, but again, I don't like to see those. This wasn't a music video that I wanted to be a purely concept video, which is where you see a story and you don't see musicians performing. I wanted this one to be more of a mix
Yeah, a mixture of balance. It's interesting because one of the jury members said to me how much he liked the video, and then said, I didn't need the performance stuff. And I said, well, you realize that's his band. I mean, those are his friends. What kind of jerk would like completely cut them out? And I don't know if that plays into it or not, but
I did make sure to include all of their faces. Wait, the synthesizer player.
Oh, that wasn't you?
That was not me. That was a friend of mine, and I wasn't able to include his face because the shot took so long to get from his hands up to his face that I wasn't able to squeeze it into the final edit. So apologies to Mr. Jimmy Matt Rowland for not including your beautiful visage.
And I think I'm right that some of those gentlemen are in Ralentondo. Right, the drummer?
Yes, the drummer. Just the drummer.
Just the drummer, because I like, well, that's the drummer who it's kind of fun to get to see him be like serious drummer when in your comedic short, he played quite a character for you.
Yeah, he was just more of a dick in that one.
He was just a straight up, well, yeah, dick is fair enough.
Yeah.
Anti-Italian, anti-Latinite.
We'll let people guess as to what that means. No, just go watch the short.
Yeah, they should. They should go to your YouTube and watch this video and all your other videos, actually.
Yeah.
And your Patreon and everything else.
And give me money, yeah.
But back to the great job you did directing. So obviously this time you weren't camera operating for a lot of it because you're on screen for a lot of it.
Yes.
Did you bring in some lighting crew and camera crew?
I had a crew of 3 actually that did audio playback, helped me with lighting, and then I had a camera operator using the glider, doing the slow zooms, and then I had two of the kids. Well, one of them was a kid, one of them was my violinist, actually. They were putting gels in front of the lights to create the effect of TV light bouncing.
Yeah, that looked nice. That was, I've seen that. That was a well done gag with when you're in your straitjacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
I originally had planned for the choruses whenever I'm in the straitjacket. I'd originally planned for the band to be on stage with footage of atomic bombs going off projected onto them. But the quality of projector that I would have had to rent and the, renting a theater space or a stage space, it just made it was much more cost effective to slap a straitjacket on and do all of the post-production editing
and you got your mushroom clouds in there and yeah and I assume you're pretty happy with it.
I am. I mean, as soon as I released it, I went back and saw plenty of things I could fix, but that's always the case. So
that's standard operating procedure, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I still think it's a really nice piece of work and definitely shows a lot of vision.
Well, thank you.
And well done.
Thank you.
Great song. I know you get a lot of good feedback on your music, but great song, great video.
Thank you.
It all came together. It certainly fits the mood of the song.
I don't understand, so I know.
Who's that?
Apparently my watch thought I talked to it, but I swear to you.
I feel like I don't have your undivided attention anymore.
You always have my undivided attention. Especially if we were on, which is funny because when we do these Q&As at the theater, we have a board member who criticizes me for this move when I look down at the watch to see, because got to keep the trains on time.
No, for sure. That's what I love about podcasting is that you can do that and it's all behind the curtain of you can't see us. I can keep,
And that's why I love podcasting, because I don't have to care about how long things go, because
yeah,
there's not another podcast that has to start at the top of the hour.
exactly.
But
Well, and speaking of, we did a podcast a few weeks ago.
I did your podcast. Yes.
Yeah, you were on my podcast, and we discussed Waco and the Netflix's release of the docudrama, and I will be releasing that conversation on Friday.
Ah.
So,
Well, that has nothing to do with your music video being at Film Invasion LA. It just shows that occasionally there's a filmmaker who is willing to associate with me after the festival's over.
I hope I'm not the only one.
No. In fact, there's quite a few. It's a fringe benefit of programming film festivals that I actually never expected. I didn't expect to.
I met a programmer before I came out to LA. I met a couple of programmers at the Nashville Film Festival, and then meeting you. I'd never even thought that was. Obviously, that's a job, that's a role people have, but I'd never considered that was a thing before the film festivals. And I was like, wow, that would be a really cool job. You're getting to watch tons of film.
Tons.
Sure, you might have to, it might get a little tedious sometimes, but you also get to meet a lot of the people that made these films.
Yeah, surprisingly, I say this a little too often, but I can't quite wrap my mind around the fact that there's no assholes. There's bound to be like some prima donna talented asshole who has a great film, and then I meet them and I go, love your film, hate you. But there's this really weird thing that I don't know if we're in like an age of kinder filmmakers or what. When I was doing the festival circuit 30-ish years ago, everyone was kind of a prick at the festivals. I think it's because like it was the days of Clerks and Brothers McMullen and this and that, and She's Gotta Have It. People thought, I'm here to make it huge. Now everyone knows like there's no film festivals do not launch careers anymore. So
yeah,
just be kind and appreciate people watching your work.
Yeah.
But all very nice. Well, now we're not talking about your video.
I'm sorry. I'm not a self-promoter.
No.
So it's
but you need to
hard,
be. Everyone needs to be now.
I know. Well, I just feel like this job has been laid on me that I don't know how to do, and it's a full-time job of being a promoter. And
actually, I deal with that as the festival programmer. They're like, you got to get out there, you got to do the social media stuff, and I was like, really?
That's a job.
I thought I was just going to be like, in the background watching films and occasionally discussing them, but no, you have to. It's a different world, but if it helps the films, I don't know if you've gotten. You're quite busy, and you're performing live again soon.
Yes, tonight.
Congrats on that.
Solo piano. Well, me and a singer. They're allowing 2 people on stage, maximum in Nashville right now. And
indoors, outdoors.
Indoors, but it's at 50% capacity plus social distancing, so not even 50% capacity.
Right, like every other table. And
yeah.
I'm surprised that there's just not a lot of outdoor music.
Yeah, that's what you get into in Nashville. And there's a venue here that ran into this. They had an outdoor venue on their rooftop, and the neighbors started complaining about the noise because they're right down, in Midtown Nashville.
Like the pricks who complained about the Beatles on the roof.
Yes, exactly. And, all the musicians in Nashville circulated this petition saying, no, screw you. You moved to Music City. What do you expect? It's not like they're playing till at 3 o'clock in the morning, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. That's like, well, whatever. I won't bother with an analogy. I think I promised you we'd keep it to 10, 15 minutes, and we're
True.
probably,
I do have to get
we're
ready.
probably way over. I don't want to get into your gig preparation. But thanks for Near Dark Radio. It's great work. And
Yeah, thank you for inviting
does
me.
it inspire you to make more short films too, and
Absolutely.
flex your director's muscles more?
Absolutely. I've got another one that I'll be submitting to the Sherman Oaks Festival for this year.
Which is gonna happen. And amusingly, Sherman Oaks just got contacted by a local university about, depending on what's going on with COVID, they've got the setup for drive-in movies.
Awesome.
So
awesome.
So no matter what theatrical experience,
I'm
kind of fun.
Psyched for that. The drive-in movie comeback. That's
if only it had never gone away. In 1984, I saw Back to the Future at the drive-in. Very proud of that.
Nice.
All right, well, I'll let you go. I promised you 15 minutes, and we're probably at like 20, 25.
Okay. All right. Well, again, thanks for having me. I appreciate all you do. You're giving us all a platform and exposing us.
I hope to help you expose yourself as much as possible. All right.
Well, let's keep doing it.
We'll be in touch.
All right. Sounds good.
Bye.
See ya.